Thank you for joining me. If you are watching live, thank you. I appreciate you. And if you are watching the video after it has been done, I also appreciate you. Thank you all for being part of my channel. I welcome you to this channel. I beg you, if you are seeing my video for the first time, um, you can subscribe to this channel because on this channel I bring you information of everything that is happening around the world, especially everything that is happening in Nigeria. All right, so you can call me information master. All right, thank you. I welcome you. If you are joining me live, I thank you and I welcome you. Today we'll be discussing a very important and interesting topic, something that a lot of people, or should I say, a lot of question. I mean, a question that a lot of people has asked, and they really want to know the answer. What does this Trump election or Trump victory means to Africa? What does it benefit? What does Africans benefit from Trump's winning? All right. If you are joining me live, thank you. I don't know if you can hear me. Please, if you can hear me and if you can see me clearly, please, I need you to drop a message that you can hear me and you can see me clearly. And if you cannot hear me or if you cannot see me clearly, please, you can also drop a message so that I will know how to adjust probably the light or the microphone, please. All right. So thank you for joining me. Now, this is something that a lot of people has been asking. Will Trump really help Africans? Or what is the role that Trump has to play in the lives of Africans? We've seen uh, some, Trump's first tenure as the president of America. Then we ask ourselves and we'll be like, then did he really help Africans? Did he really help Africans? I wish that this live video, people that are watching me live will comment so that we make it as interactive as possible. I really wish we can make this video as interactive as possible. I can see some couple of people are joining. I thank you and I welcome you. Please, I need a comment to confirm that you can hear me. Please, I need a confirmation that you can hear me. Please, if you can hear me and if you can see me clearly, please, I want you to drop a message that you can hear me or that you cannot hear me. Please, I'm begging you, all right? So today, we'll be discussing this topic that is bothering a lot of Africans, bothering a lot of people, even most Africans that are in Europe. I'm sure this question is bothering them. Yes, I can hear you. Thank you, the world today. Thank you very much, FD. Can you say hi, Pablo? Hi, Pablo. Hi, Pablo. Hi, Pablo. I greet you. Welcome to this live stream, all right? Hello, hi, welcome. KC Boy 101, thank you for joining the funny stuff. I can see you and hear you clearly. God bless you all. This is what I want. And I wish that this live video, we want to make it as interactive as possible. All right. So the question of, the role that Trump have to play in Africa has been a question that many Africans has been, asking. And during about 3 or 4 days ago, was it 4 days ago? The day that the day on the 5th of November, just a couple of days ago, I was discussing. I don't think Trump would be concerned about Africans. Hello, dear brother. Hello, Onyebuchi Nwahie. Nwahie. I think I'm correct. I think I pronounced that name correctly. Thank you very much. All right. So as I was saying, on the 5th of November this year, the day that the Americans held their presidential election, I was discussing with some of my colleagues. Hello, Shalom. Shalom, welcome. Thank you for joining me once again. Shalom. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining me. Please, if you are joining me for the first time, I want you, or I wish, or I want to encourage you to subscribe to this channel, because on this channel I bring you information of everything that is happening in Africa, everything that is happening especially in Nigeria here. All right, Sharon, I thank you, I welcome you. All right, so please, we want to make this video as much interactive as possible. So please, for those of you that are in Europe or those of you that are in America, any part of Europe, anyways, please, even if you're watching from Africa too, please, we want to make this live video as interactive as possible. Now, and if I'm to ask you, please, I want you to drop your comment on the comment section. Do you think that Trump will help Africa in any way? All right. Do you think that Trump will help Africa in any way? Now, as I was saying before, as you keep answering your question, I was saying something. So I say on the day of the election, presidential election, just a couple of days ago, I was discussing with some of my colleagues and I was telling them the reason why Trump should win. And then some of them were arguing with me and some of them do not agree with me to some extent. And when I was, trying to get their point why they were not supporting Trump, and then they were like, Trump, does not like blacks. Trump does not like blacks. Of course, we saw his first turn of what he did to blacks. He was making, he made mention of, okay, let me see. He said, yes, you are correct. We are 100%, we are listening to you. Continue your good job, brother. Thank you very much, Onyebushi. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Okay, Sharon, you say your love, all right. Is it your love or you love? All right. Thank you very much. I love you too. All right. Love you too. All right. The word today, you say he would obviously do some deportation. All right. He would do deportation. Of course, he said that in this recent campaign that he did. I watched some of his rallies and where he was making mention of where he was making mention of what he would do to Africans. But some of these people, when it comes to campaign ground, they make a lot of promises that, come on, they have helped Africans. Trump, actually, one of the reasons why blacks hate Trump is that they see him as, as somebody, as a racist, somebody who does not like some certain set of people, which is the blacks. All right, so I don't really know, but the truth is that a lot of Africans are really suffering and going through a lot of things, especially here in Nigeria. We are going through a lot of things. All right, we are going through a lot of things here in Africa that we need the intervention of we need the intervention of sorry, I just received a message and it's very important. All right, so we need the intervention of the president of the United States of America. So many Africans are going through a lot of things. I mean, when I say a lot of things, suffering, and not just suffering. Most African countries has all it takes to keep their country in good terms and condition. But what we're suffering most here is bad governance. We tend to have bad people leading us, and so they don't really think of how the citizens will have a better life. All they think and all they care is how to embezzle money to their own benefit. And of course, basically nothing. When you talk about the things that are happening here in Nigeria, most of them are leaders in Nigeria. Will I say, maybe I will say they are the worst in Africa. Yes, they are the worst. Nigerian leaders, hear it and hear me very clearly. Nigerian leaders are the worst leaders in Africa. They are the worst leaders in Africa. All right, thank you. We have a message from somebody. You say, why do you think Americans will help when we don't want to do the right as a country? All right. So I that is exactly what I'm saying. All right, let me get the name correct. Kitoye. All right. So I have read that message, but that is exactly what I'm saying. That the basic thing that we are facing here, or should I say the basic challenge that we are facing here, is bad governance. And do you ever think there's a way that Americans will come to help us solve the issue of bad governance? For instance, in Nigeria, we had our election last year, 2023, and then it was full. The election was all right. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Network, Nigerian network. Nigerian, I'm sorry. We are back. I'm sorry. We are back. Network was bad, but I've tried to, connect it to my other device. All right. So thank you for being with us. All right, we have senior apostle. You say, my dear brother, I love your program. So keep it up. So for Trump, nobody can predict now until he enters his office. All right, when you say that nobody can predict, okay, let us use his first tenure. You know, of course, Trump has been the president of America before. I mean, when was that? About 4 years ago, past 4 years ago. So let us use his first tenure to compare what he's going to do. In his first tenure, did he really help Africans? Did he actually did he actually, did anything good for Africans or blacks? Even blacks that are in America, did he really do anything? And of course, in his recent campaign, he said something that he's going to, when he says he's going to fix America and, I mean, work on the borders. I could remember I heard what he said about what he's going to do to American borders. He's going to close it up and make some amendment. I know certainly what he was saying is that he doesn't want people to, get into America so easily. All right. So, and of course, I'm sure he's going to deport so many people so many blacks in America too. And so that is exactly what we're saying. Him doing this, does he really means that, he likes Africa, or what is his intention for? I don't know if somebody understand what I'm saying. What is his intention for Africa? Of course, his first tenure, we had where he said that Africans are shitholes. We had that, didn't we? We had that. And so I do not believe if you say, senior apostle, if you say let us live until he enters office, we can actually judge him from his first tenure, right? And of course, this is his second tenure, one and the last ever that he can ever be the president of America. So he's going to utilize every power he has to do anything he want to do, right? So actually, one of the reasons why blacks don't hate him is just because of that thing. So many people, in fact, I was in a public bus, just a couple of days ago, about 2 days ago, and somebody was asking me, we were actually discussing about the presidential election, US presidential election, and somebody was, telling me that there's one particular thing that make blacks not to like Trump. And then I was like, okay, what is that? And then he was like, I should know. I said, what is that? Now, is it that because Trump seems to hate blacks? He said, exactly. You get? So, anyways, forgive me, I'm going to lower my terms so that, YouTube doesn't foul my video. So I don't use, foul words. All right. So, I mean, some of these words like hate and so many of them, they don't permit them. So I'm going to lower my terms. All right. All right. So I wish I could also get a message from somebody. All right. So for those of you that are watching me, once again, I appreciate you and I thank you for being part of this live streaming. And then before I continue, I want to say something very important in case for some of you that will probably leave before the end of the video. All right. Please, if you are a Nigerian and you are watching me, you are watching my video, and you are watching me now, or if you watch this video later, please, I want to beg you, if you're a Nigerian that is living in abroad, I want to beg you, send, and you have a family here. I mean, for Nigerians that are living abroad and they have family here in Nigeria, please try as much as possible to send money to your people. I always say this, I don't know you, I don't know your family. I'm not saying you should send money to me, but I'm saying send money to your family. Do you know why I keep saying this in my videos? Because most of you don't know what is going on in Nigeria now. Nigeria, the economy of Nigeria has grown so low that Cameroon, we go to Cameroon to buy items now. Ghana used to come to Nigeria to buy something, but now we go to Ghana to buy something. I tell you, a sachet of pure water in Nigeria here is 50 naira now. A sachet of pure water that was 5 naira and 10 naira then is 50 naira now. So the economy of Nigeria is so bad, so bad and so bad and so bad and so bad. So please, if you are watching me live, I also want to use this opportunity to thank a very nice and patriotic fellow, Norvegia. She is from United States. And then when I was doing a live stream just a couple of days ago, and I was explaining some of the things that was happening in, immediately she reached out to me and said she want to, feed some people in Nigeria. And I was asking her how. She said, okay, that she's going to send $100 for me so that I will, find a way to, get food and give to the less privileged or people that cannot afford. Because believe in me, there are millions of people that cannot afford 2 square meal a day. Yes, 2 square meal a day. Millions of people cannot afford it here in Nigeria because everything is on a high side. All right. Forgive me, kind of digressing from the topic we are supposed to talk, but this is also one of the things I want to talk. A lot of things is happening in Nigeria, especially the economic downfall. Like the economy is going down on daily basis. There is high cost of living in Nigeria now, high cost of living. So I beg you once again, if you're watching me, you're a Nigerian and you stay abroad and you have family here in Nigeria, please try as much as possible to send money to your people, right? People are truly, truly going a lot. I mean, are truly, truly seeing hell in Nigeria now. Me that is talking, now 2 times I dey chop for a day. Now 2 times now, you have to wait till around 12 o'clock. Then you eat your lunch and then you have to carry it maybe around 12 or after 12, noon. You eat your lunch. Then you have to carry it to around 8 p.m. Then you find a solid food and eat that will carry you to 12 o'clock the following day. That is how we do it. So things are really, really not going well here in Nigeria. And that is what actually brought me down to this topic that we are discussing today. In this bad leadership we are facing in Africa, what or can the president of the United States of America, who tends to be the leader of the world, can he actually survey us in any way, or can he actually come to our aid? Of course, here in Nigeria, I use Nigeria as instance because I live in Nigeria and I tell you what is happening in Nigeria, right? So here in Nigeria, most times we try to do protest to, tell our government, which is actually the civic way to tell government that we like or we do not like what they are doing. So in many ways or several times we have tried to, protest and tell the government that, see, this thing you people are doing, we don't like it. But you know what? They will send soldiers to come and, unleash their anger on us. They will do a lot of things, and by the time they, unalive 1 or 2 persons or 3 persons or 5 persons, and to some extent they are unalive so many people, and then other people will take off. All right. So we are just like people that are tied both hands and leg and thrown inside the water. We can't do anything. So that is actually what I was thinking, and it boils down to, can Donald Trump, the president of the United States of America, help us in any way? And that is a question I'm asking. So I really wish I could see a comment here, people saying, or people dropping what they think about this topic. All right. So once again, I appreciate you. If you're watching me live, I appreciate you. Senior Pastor, I appreciate you. I've seen your comment. Sharon, I thank you and I appreciate you too. Onyebuchi Mwahie, I think I'm correct by that name. I appreciate you. Your last comment was, yes, you are correct. We are listening to you. Continue your good work. Your good job, brother. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I try as much as possible to bring down to you what is happening in Nigeria, because a lot of things is happening in Nigeria. As you can see now, it is, let me show you what's time now. This is 12:14 p.m. 12:14 p.m. So it's really midnight. Everywhere is dark. But I know why I'm doing this video. All right. I know Nigerians won't be watching this video by now. I know that for sure. I know that those people watching this video most of them are people outside Nigeria. And believe in me, a lot of people is watching it. I think we've gotten to 30 people watching live. All right. And I know most of them are not in Nigeria. So that is why I keep shouting, please, if you have family in Nigeria and you are not in Nigeria, find a way to send money to them. People people are really going through a lot in Nigeria. All right. You can't imagine that a bag of rice in Nigeria now is 120,000. Can you imagine that? A bag of rice that was sold for 8,000 naira just a couple of years ago, just about 2 years ago, a bag of rice is 8 to 20,000. But as I'm speaking to you now, a bag of rice is 120,000 naira. About 2-3 years ago, $1 is 180, 190. As I'm speaking to you now, dollar is 1,007. 1,007. $1 is 1,007. So most of you don't know. I wish I could see a comment here to show or to also appreciate those that are watching me live. So please, if you are watching me live, I need a comment. I need a comment. I need a comment. I need a comment. Right. So we're still on our topic. If Trump will help Africans, or if Trump in any way use his power as the president of the United States of America to assist Africans in any way that he can. Of course, I know he will, be doing a lot of good works by, settling the issue of wars between Ukraine and Russia, Israel and Hamas, and so many other, countries that are rumoring or that are waging war against each other. So I know that Trump will do that, and I appreciate him for that, and I like him for that. And that was one of the reasons why I, campaigned for him, so to say. Yes, I was here. I'm not in America. I'm here in Nigeria, but I'm campaigning for Trump. I campaign that Trump will win. You know why? Because I believe that he's the man who can, through his actions, make things happen in Nigeria right now. All right. So please, if you're watching me live, I'm yet to see a message here. Please, you can even say hi. At least let me know that you are watching and you are hearing me. All right. So wait for a response. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for those that are following me, for those that are commenting. All right, Shalom, I appreciate you. Onyebuchi, I appreciate you. FB, I appreciate you. The world today, I appreciate you. And so many other people that have written a comment here. I all appreciate you. All right. So thank you once again for being part of this live streaming. I appreciate you so much. Appreciate it. All right. All right. We've gotten a message from Onyebuchi. Say, brother, God bless you. You are doing a great job. Thank you very much once again, Onyebuchi. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Nigeria is not a funny country now. Nigeria is really, really, really a mess, in a very big mess. All right. So, once again, I want to reframe my words. If Trump will help Africa, well, a lot of people do not like Trump because he kind of hate blacks or kind of dislike blacks. All right, but well, as somebody said there, let's wait until he enters office. Let's wait until he enters office. But if you ask me, I would think, or I think that Trump no really send Trump in mind. The first thing where they come in mind, the first thing in his mind is how to do America, or how to make America great. How to make America great is the first thing that is in mind. Other things are secondary. Yes. So I'm sure all the things, all his plans is how to make America great, which is actually good. Which is actually good, because we believe that if America sneezes today, believe in me, the world will sneeze. Yes, I said it. If America sneezes today, the world will sneeze. So I thank you for those of you that are watching me live. Thank you for joining. Thank you. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all. All right. All right.